All right, welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today, folks,
Too deep.
into a fascinating, well, a really intense story.
Yeah.
It's from the Bible, the Book of Job.
The Book of Job.
Now, I know some folks, when they hear Bible, they kind of tune out,
Yeah.
but trust me on this one. This story, this Book of Job, it's like a punch in the gut. Makes you think.
It really does.
Yeah, it makes you think about stuff we all struggle with, like why bad things happen to, well, anyone.
To good people, especially. That's what Job is all about.
Exactly. So let's get this going right. Who is this Job guy?
Okay, so picture this. Job is like the ultimate success story. I mean, he's got it all. Family, wealth, land.
Next loaded.
Oh, yeah, totally loaded. But here's the thing. Job is also like seriously devoted to God, like the most righteous dude ever.
So he's rich A-N-D.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm already seeing where this might go wrong.
Right. Well, here comes the twist.
The twist.
Behind the scenes, God and Satan are having this kind of wager. Satan's basically saying Job's only good because his life's so cushy.
Hang on, wait. God and Satan are like betting on this guy.
Yeah, it's a weird setup, I know. But Satan's convinced that if Job loses everything, he'll, curse God.
Wow. So like cosmic game of dare, and Job's the pawn.
Pretty much. And the stakes, they couldn't be higher. We're not talking like a parking ticket here. Job loses everything.
Everything.
Poof. Livestock, gone. Servants, wiped out. His children, dead.
Able that bad.
Yeah, all gone. And like, that's not all. He gets hit with these horrible, painful boils too. Covers him head to toe.
Oh man, that's rough. It's like the universe just piled on him.
It's brutal. The point is, it's relentless, totally overwhelming, forces you to ask why.
Right. Why him? If he's so righteous, why all this awful stuff?
Exactly. It's the $1,000,000 question, right?
Exactly. It's the $1,000,000 question, right?
Okay, so what about his family? His friends? They help him out, right?
Well, his friends show up, and at first, yeah, they're supportive. They sit with him. They mourn with him. That's got to be tough, just sitting there with that level of grief.
Absolutely. But then something shifts. They start trying to explain his suffering, and not in a helpful way.
Oh, I bet I can guess where this is going.
They become convinced that Job must have sinned, right? That this is God punishing him. It's like, dude, you must have messed up big time to deserve this.
It's funny, even today we see that. People struggle to accept that sometimes bad things just happen.
Totally. We want reasons, explanations, someone to blame. It's easier than facing the randomness of it all.
So Job, is he buying this? Is he like, oh yeah, you're right, I totally screwed up?
Nope. And that's the amazing part. This dude, in all his misery, he refuses to curse God. He keeps his faith even when everything's been ripped away.
Wow, that takes some serious strength.
It's incredible, and it's at the heart of this whole book, Is suffering always deserved? Can you still believe even when life is totally unfair?
Deep questions, man. Deep questions.
Yeah.
But we got to get to the ending, right? What happens next?
Well, finally, God himself enters the picture.
God himself, like in person.
You bet. He appears to Job out of a whirlwind, no less.
Okay, that's got to be a scary sight.
Terrifying and awesome. God doesn't really answer Job's questions directly. He doesn't say, hey, sorry about all the suffering, here's why it happened.
So what does he do?
He talks about creation, about the universe, about how vast and complex it all is.
Kind of puts things in perspective, huh?
Totally. It's like God saying, look, Job, you think you understand everything. You think you can judge my actions. I made the universe, buddy. You think you've got me figured out.
So it's not about giving Job answers. It's about showing him how little he actually knows.
Exactly. Job's humbled by this. He realizes he's been trying to fit God into his limited human understanding.
Okay, so after this cosmic beatdown, what happens? Does Job, apologize?
Yeah, he repents for questioning God, admits he doesn't have all the answers.
And then the story ends with Job, winning the lottery, getting everything back.
Well, yeah. God restores Job's health and wealth. Gives him double the kids he had before.
Double the kids. Talk about a happy ending. But wait, doesn't that kind of undermine the whole point? If suffering is just a test and you get rewarded in the end, what's the message there?
That's the thing about Job. It doesn't tie everything up in a neat little bow. Job gets a happy ending, sure, but it doesn't erase the suffering he went through.
So it's like the question of why bad things happen, it's still out there.
Definitely. The Book of Job doesn't pretend to have all the answers. It's more about wrestling with those questions. About faith, about doubt, about the limits of what we can understand.
Yeah, heavy stuff. So for anyone listening, what should they take away from all this?
Honestly, I don't know. That's for each person to figure out. The Book of Job, it throws these huge universal questions at you, and there's no easy answers.
Like, how do we make sense of suffering? Especially when it seems so random, so unfair.
Exactly. How do we hold on to hope, hold on to faith when the world feels like it's falling apart around us? Job doesn't give us a pat answer, but it gives us a space to ask those questions. And maybe, just maybe, wrestling with those questions, that's part of the answer.
Wow. Okay. So, folks, if you're looking for a story that'll make you think, make you question, make you feel, well, a whole lot of things, check out the Book of Job. It's intense, it's messy, and it might just change the way you look at the world.
Might just change the way you look at the world.
Until next time, keep on diving deep.
Keep diving deep.